think it went. I think it went good for me, for the offense. Dingwell's progression through from spring to fall. A lot of guys got better. A lot of guys got better. A lot of guys showed that they can step up in a clutch situation and deliver when demanded to. So I feel like everybody made progress and started to learn the offense a lot more. Um, Everybody's really in tune, so we're ready to go.
What do you see from this defense? I mean, they lost like three of their four starters in front, but the rest of their guys are back. Sort of like you guys last year, really. What do you guys see that they can do?
They got a talented defense, and like you said, they did lose some guys up front. So hopefully we'll be able to run the ball, which is what we always want to do. But you can never overlook anybody or any defense. They have some talent, at every spot, and it's just going to be my job as a quarterback to get us in the right play, to execute our assignments and go down the field and score touchdowns.
And Colin, you had a monster game in the fall scrimmage. What are your personal expectations for the season, and what do you feel like you really improved on, from the offseason going into fall camp?
Personal expectations. Those really come last in this program, as a lot of you may know. That's just something that comes with the game. If I'm wide open and I catch the ball, that's good for the offense better rather than good for me at first. So, however the cookie crumbles, I guess you could say. And that's how I'm gonna take it as. And my how I got better, through the off season was, linking up with this guy, coming up, running routes, telling them when I'm gonna break, if I'm getting pressed, or how I'm gonna break, if I'm gonna do this route, and even working out with other receivers on Saturdays, getting my feet under me, making sure I'm catching as many balls as possible, either from the jug machine or from a live arm, Dingwell, even Chase Favreau. The little things that are going to be able to make me excel, my last season, and pretty much get this team to a lot more victories and hopefully a BCS bowl game.
Guys, I see Adam, you're flashing you have the ring on. Colin, you guys helped the freshmen move in the other day. When you talk to the newcomers now, the student life, is there a difference in the way this football team is regarded on this campus, just for both of you?
I'm not too sure. I don't really know if the freshmen know too much about the history of this program when it comes to football. I just know that they know there's a game Saturday and they're invited, and we want them to all come out.
To touch on what Adam said, a lot of freshmen that come here, they don't know we won the championship last year. They just are here to come and go to school and get an education, make new friends, have fun. So with the interaction that we did, this past week, I feel like they have a better understanding of what the football program's like, what we want to achieve, what we already have achieved. So I feel like with them coming out to the first game on Saturday is going to give them a great look on how much work we've done, how important this Aztec legacy is, and how important it is to win within the football program and even other programs here. So Saturday, I guess, will be the coming out party for us, and to let them know that we're here for business.
Adam, going into this season obviously is different than going into last season for you. Do you feel like you have an attitude that some players have, which is this is my team, and right from the get-go, do you have that attitude that this is my team?
I wouldn't necessarily say that it's my team. The seniors lead this team. We have captains who lead this team. But in a way, I do, feel like I have a lot more control than I did last year, just as far as knowing the offense, knowing the guys I'm playing with, maybe a little bit more of a leadership role. Having played some games now, being able to kind of coach guys up on how we do things around here, and talking to whether it's Colin or any of the receivers, tight ends, backs, telling them what I think they should do on a certain play, or what they tell me they think they should do on a certain play. We're all talking it out, and I think it helps. Having played some games and being here for quite some time now.
Colin, you're a captain, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel like, as a captain, this is your team?
Partially, yes. But more so, it's the senior. The whole senior class. We run this whole team. Coach Long asked us, what do you guys think we should wear to this event? And we all decide. The captain role is just, it just kind of signifies, the respect and trust and the hard work that the other players, underclassmen see that, you do, and they vote you for it, and I was just real thankful that my teammates thought of me, as highly as they did, and I'm a captain now, but as a captain partially, but more so, the whole senior class. I mean, I feel like we're all captains because we all have say, we all can, make plays, and it'll just trickle on down, and I feel like with that, the whole senior class is definitely, we're all captains. We're just, I mean, me, Nat Burhay, and Bryce Quigley, we were just the ones named, but there's guys that you guys, may not even know about or may not even interview as much that should be captains as well, so I feel like, it's kind of my team, but more so everybody as a senior.
Can you talk about sort of, or either one of you, the development of DJ Pumphrey? I mean, just how you seen him sort of progress from the start of camp until now. It looks like he is going to get some time, either at kick receiver, kick returner, or at running back.
For me, I've kind of been around watching him on film a lot, just being with the running backs and in the quarterback room. I think he's come a long way. He's extremely fast, extremely quick, and he picked up the offense pretty fast as well. Being a true freshman, there's still some things he needs to learn, and that's where we have, coaches, and Coach Hort will get him coached up on that, and I'll help him if I can, but I think he's come a long way, and I think he's going to be a heck of a player for us.
Yeah, Pumphrey, he's one of those guys where he's one missed tackle away or one catch away from breaking a long one. The kid's fast. We came in the summer, we were just doing stretch lines, and we were just watching guys run, seeing which guys looked like they were able to at least step up and play this year. And I mean, he was one of the guys that we first saw. We're like, man, that kid is fast. Like even jogging, he looks fast. So he's gonna be a big player for us this season. In terms of we can put him in the backfield, line him up out wide, in the return game. I mean, he's my lifting partner. Coach Hall, he put him with me as my lifting partner. I'm taking that as a big opportunity to pass on some of my personal experiences and even coach him up. I mean, I try to talk to guys while they're lifting, so it's not just like they're just lifting weights and putting them down. I want to at least make sure that they know why they're lifting this much weight, or why they're doing neck, or why am I going this hard on DJ Pumphrey when we're doing biceps. I just try to tie things in with him so he sees the bigger picture rather than just the little picture, as in maybe I'm just doing this because they want me to gain weight. Like, no, you're doing this because you're going to be a player. You got to have the strength, the size, a little bit more quickness, things like that, so he can succeed. So man, I'm taking it as I'm taking him under my wing, being a mentor to him, to really get him to understand what it's like. Because I mean, he's only been here for maybe 6 weeks, somewhere in the little camp.
Couple months, yeah.
So I mean, it's hard for a true freshman to understand it. I mean, the redshirt freshmen, they're definitely gonna have to understand it sooner, but he's gonna have to understand it now. So I'm just trying to mentor him up and get him ready to go, and it's gonna be exciting to watch this kid run.
Have you guys raced?
Nah, we haven't raced. I mean, we don't really do. I mean, we do things like that, but I think that's more so in the winter off season. So I might have to come back and set up a 40-yard, little track for him, and we can see what we could do if he beats me. I mean, hats off to Pumphrey, but he's gonna have to get beat up in the locker room.
For either of you guys, I mean, with his kind of skill set and versatility, does he bring a different dimension than any of the other backs on the team?
Yeah, I think he's definitely a different back than some of the other guys. He's smaller, but with that, he does have quickness and elusiveness. And the thing we like in DJ is getting him the ball in space and then just letting him make plays. Like Colin said, he's one tackle away, one catch away from breaking a long one. And he did that, multiple times in camp. And it's always fun to see, somebody like that and knowing that they're on your side of the ball.
Adam, I know Wayma, he was kind of out for the most part of fall camp, just how the way it works. But towards the end, he got a few, reps towards the end. Just based off those days, I mean, does he look, how does he look compared to last season?
I think he'll be, just as good, if not better. He worked his butt off in the summer with the rest of us, and he did sit out a little bit in fall camp, but he was, whether he was in the film room or with Coach Horton, just learning and trying to get better. I think he's going to be a great player for us this year.
Adam, the big buzz around college football right now is focused a little bit around Johnny Manziel and this autograph thing. You're a quarterback. People ask for your autograph. Do you ever wish you could get paid for giving your autograph?
No, not at all. We talk about that, as a team with our compliance people, at the beginning of every fall camp, and they tell us, here's the things you can do, here's the things you can't do. The coaches remind us that all the time. We have guys on the team who will remind everybody of that all the time. I mean, we're pretty well coached up on it, and I think guys are, pretty smart about what they can and can't do.
Is there any gray area at all?
No, not for me. I don't think so.
Do you wish you could get paid for your autograph?
No. I mean, I do it just to make somebody happy, If a little kid wants my autograph, I don't need $5 to, sign something for him.
What about you, Colin? What's your thoughts on this?
I look at it as, we're role models to, upcoming, even guys in high school, guys that are in, grade school. I think we're role models to them. So, I mean, getting paid to, put my name on a piece of paper or, sign a ball or whatever, I feel like that's not what we're here for. I mean, we're here to get an education. We're here to, win football games. And the money, that's at the next level, So I feel like that's really irrelevant trying to get, money for an autograph.
So at the next level, if you go pro and that sort of thing, if somebody's offering you some cash to do a signing or something, you're okay with that?
Within the rules, it'll be okay, but, I'm not looking forward to it. If a team is paying me enough, I'm pretty sure I don't need an extra couple hundred to, make me happy at the end of the day. I'd rather make another kid happy or another fan happy, signing T-shirts or whatnot to, fulfill their day rather than fulfill mine.